Right now at 10, a shooting outside a Minnesota high school, what law enforcement is learning.
And cold weather advisories sweeping the area where La Crosse residents can keep warm.
Plus, the Charmont Hotel changing hands, the high-profile buyer behind the purchase.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Developing news out of Stewartville, Minnesota. An investigation is underway after a shooting in the high school parking lot.
News 8 Now's Brooklyn Hein is in the newsroom with the latest. Brooklyn.
One person is dead and another critically injured after the early morning shooting.
This is an incredible, difficult day for our community.
Law enforcement rushed to Stewartville High School around 5 a.m. this morning after reports of a shooting.
Deputies learned as they arrived that 2 people had been shot in the parking lot.
Around 40 students and staff were loading on a bus for a wrestling meet when one gunshot was heard and then another. Officials say a male high school student had been shot and was transported to a Rochester hospital.
He has been in surgery and he is in critical but stable condition at this time.
The adult male shooter was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Officials don't have a motive or what the relationship was between the shooter and the student.
The Sheriff's Office will continue the investigation and the events surrounding this incident to understand what took place and provide possible answers going forward.
Although law enforcement confirmed there was no additional threat, Stewartville schools chose to cancel classes for the day.
In times like these, it is important that we come together to support each other.
For so many people, this is going to be the worst day of their lives.
Nate Depre works at Stewartville's public library. He says events like this hit especially hard in a small town like Stewartville.
You just have this sickening feeling as soon as you hear tragedies like this can have like a ripple effect through everything. Everyone is going to be touched in some way by this.
As the community looks to find a way forward, the Minnesota USA Wrestling Organization released a statement saying in part, "The entire Minnesota USA wrestling community stands with you, grieves with you, and is here to support you." And as investigators look for answers, officials are calling for compassion.
I ask that we show grace and kindness, avoid speculation, and keep supporting one another.
Counselors will be available this weekend for students and staff in need of support. Live in the newsroom, Brooklyn Hein, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Happening now, some serious cold. Here's a live look outside. Dangerously cold temperatures are here. Temperatures are in the single digits and could reach even below zero. So let's.
If they haven't already.
They're already below
they're
zero.
already
Feeling pretty cold
Let's get rid of
tonight.
that statement now because we're already below zero for most areas, and it's going to
Yeah.
be well below zero. So, yeah, it's not quite record-setting cold, but it's definitely unusual for December. But we got a good snowpack in place. We got Arctic air that's coming behind the front that came through, so it's a good setup to get the temperatures to be well below zero. And we got some wind, and the wind chill, especially this evening and overnight hours, is what we're going to expect to see. So right now, currently 6 degrees. There you go, -1 already Eau Claire. But you look at the winds, 10 to 15 miles per hour at all locations. So that's going to give you a wind chill. Current temperatures across the area, we got a little bit of thin cloud cover. You can see just along the areas, pretty much from Preston up to Eau Claire. Temperatures already -3 in Minneapolis. They're fluctuating a little bit here and there. Cloud cover plays a big factor in what your temperatures are during the winter, and especially in the snowpack. It doesn't take much cloud cover to actually keep it up. Now, wind chills overall, we're seeing already 25-ish as you go further to the west. Overall, most of the areas in the 10 to 15, occasionally colder. So it's already here to stay as you wake up tomorrow morning around -3. There will be cloud cover going on for a lot of areas south La Crosse, just getting up to about 2 as we get closer to noon. Look at the wind chills there, around 15 to 20 below. Could be colder than 2 in certain locations. 25, 30 below for Eau Claire. Less cloud cover, a little bit of sunshine, but it doesn't help much at all. We only get up to about -3 by noon too. So overall, we got cold here, but we do have some big changes that some folks will really like going into next week, and I'll explain what those big changes are coming up a bit later.
All right, thank you, Greg.
The city of La Crosse will open an emergency day center on the north side tomorrow morning. The shelter is located at 710 St. James Street. It will be open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. The Salvation Army says their shelter is at capacity, but they'll have resources during the day.
The cold weather can be very dangerous, especially for babies and young people, as well as elderly people. So we encourage everybody to get inside and stay warm.
And a correction, that address is 713 St. James Street. The Salvation Army will have free lunch tomorrow as well. They also have jackets and cold weather gear available. For overnight shelter, people can reach out to the Salvation Army or Catholic Charities.
You can now ice skate at La Crosse's Riverside Park. Rotary Lights says the Chad Erickson skating rink is now open. Free skate rentals are available between 5 and 9 p.m. on the weekends. If you have your own pair of skates, you can skate anytime. In the meantime, Rotary Lights says the carriage rides are canceled.
A heads up for drivers in La Crosse. Alternate side parking rules have expired. It went into effect on Wednesday after the area was hit with some serious snow. The city declared a snow emergency at the time, triggering the parking rules. And make sure you have the First Warn weather app on your phone. You can track this weekend's cold and more 24/7.
A News 8 follow-up. We now know who the new owners of the Charmont Hotel will be. Last night's Common Council approved the resolution to transfer ownership. The new owner is Diane Hendricks. Hendricks is considered to be the richest woman in Wisconsin and the state's largest conservative political donor.
City Brewing announcing they are reducing staff in La Crosse. The company states the change at the facility comes as they adjust to current market conditions. City Brewing says in part, quote, "As a company proudly headquartered in La Crosse, we recognize that decisions affecting our neighbors, friends, and community members carry significant weight. We are committed to treating all affected employees with respect and supporting them through this transition."
The Winter Farmers Market is switching things up starting this weekend. It's moving from the Masonic Center to the La Crosse Center to have space for more vendors. The market will continue to be every other Saturday to accommodate Winona's Market at their Morrison Annex Event Center. Organizers say this year's La Crosse Market offers something new.
This is actually the first year that it's going from the end of the outdoor season to the beginning, and this is just good for the area farmers. We're working in rotation with Winona Market so that vendors can get the maximum benefits of both river cities here.
The market runs tomorrow at the La Crosse Center from 9 a.m. to noon.
Students walked across the stage at Winona State's graduation ceremony. 2 ceremonies were held this morning and afternoon with graduating 5 different colleges. All WSU graduates were invited to ring the commencement bell, a proclamation of their big achievement.
It's been a long year, but a lot of hard work. It all really paid off at the end, so super excited. Had a great time here at Winona State.
Still hasn't hit me that it happened. Just kind of surreal that I'm graduated from college.
Doors opened half an hour before each ceremony and no tickets were required to attend.
Still to come tonight, $11 million vanished from a Netflix production. How the director of the show was involved.
And one of the oldest traditions in college sports returns. How you can watch the Army battle the Navy on the football field. Up next.
We don't want to see homeowners falling through their floors.
Certainly not.
So as the symptom goes, moisture, mildew, mold, any of that stuff.
That's bad. Wood doesn't like water. Every house that is on a crawl space needs an encapsulation.
It's so important, man. If this doesn't get done, like what happens to polite society now?
When your flooring's in jeopardy, there ain't nobody safe.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Democrats on the House Oversight Committee have released new images from the Epstein estate today. These photos show Jeffrey Epstein with people including President Trump, Bill Clinton, and Steve Bannon. The images don't show wrongdoing, but Democrats say they highlight the need for transparency. The Justice Department faces a December 19th deadline to release all Epstein case files to the public, but they have not announced how or when they will release them.
In Tampa, an officer's body camera catching the moment a man was rescued off a roof.
I didn't mean to cause all this.
No, it's not your fault at all. That's what we're here for, okay?
You got here very quickly.
That's what we tried to do, yes, sir.
The 86-year-old getting stuck while blowing leaves off his roof. The two officers were able to safely help him down. A California home explosion is caught on a doorbell camera. It happened in the Bay Area. Officials say a construction crew reportedly damaged an underground gas line 2 hours before the blast. 6 people were injured and hospitalized.
I heard this loud sound and my roof fell in. On the bed, everywhere, all on me.
The explosion is still being investigated.
Film director Carl Rinsch has been convicted of defrauding Netflix out of $11 million. Rinsch was charged with wire fraud, money laundering, and making illegal transactions. Prosecutors say he misused production funds for the series White Horse, which was never finished. They argued he hid his motives for obtaining the money and went on a lavish spending spree. Rinsch testified the purchases were legitimate and tied to season 2 planning, but Netflix said it hadn't ordered a second season and the first was far from complete. His sentencing is set for April.
The Powerball jackpot is once again over $1 billion. It marks the 7th largest in the game's history. The one-time payout, an estimated $461 million. The next drawing is tomorrow night.
Have to get that ticket tonight, I think. Excitement is building for one of the oldest traditions in college sports. Tomorrow, Army and Navy will battle on the football field for the 126th time. Ahead of the game, cadets from West Point arrived at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore with a ball, the culmination of a 250-mile relay. The rivalry between the two teams started all the way back in 1890, with Navy winning last year.
This is the greatest rivalry in sports, but it's also the purest rivalry that we have. In a landscape that's increasingly driven by money and mobility, this game is a refreshing antidote of what the potential of this sport can be under the right circumstances.
And you can catch the Army-Navy game tomorrow at 2 p.m. on CBS and also streaming on Paramount+. We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, we got dangerous cold this weekend, but the good news going into next week, much milder conditions. In fact, we'll have several days that'll be above freezing. So we'll break all that down coming up on your first warm weather update after the break.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Eagle Crest North in Onalaska is expanding. Our tradition of excellence continues to grow with the addition of our new luxury senior apartments opening in January 2026. Expect nothing less than exceptional amenities. Choose your ideal home from well-designed floor plans. I'm Tammy, and I've been welcoming residents to our community for 17 years. Call me today to reserve your new home.
Join us for a weekly open house or schedule your private tour today.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
Happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
During Chevy Red Tag, get 0% financing on this Silverado. That's over $6,900 total value. Plus, Chevy owners get $3,750 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Find happiness. Find something familiar and new. Find connection. Find culture. Find community. Find yourself at the La Crosse Symphony.
Get your tickets now for Holiday Glories on December 20th. Sponsored by Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning and Hale Skemp, Hansen Skemp and Slike at lacrossesymphony.org.
It's big, really big. At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we are overstocked on some of our best brands and most popular styles. That means big savings for you. On top of sale prices, if it's in our warehouse, you can take an extra $100 off items over $1,000. $200 off items over $3,000 or $300 off items over $6,000. If it's in stock, save even more. But these discounts won't last. Shop Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, most people around the world don't get to see the northern lights for the holidays, but a display that could be just as dazzling hits this weekend.
What will probably be the best meteor shower of the year peaks Saturday night. The Geminids are known for their bright and frequent fireballs. The best time to view the show is between midnight and dawn. Some might be visible as early as 9 p.m. I'm not going outside. I don't care. I'm not watching it. It's too cold.
Fair enough.
Nope.
I mean, when temperatures are in the negatives, as we're going to see overnight, no one would blame you. Let's get a detailed recap of what's in store this weekend, Greg.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have negative temperatures here, too. We do have a little bit, if you're traveling to Iowa, central Iowa, probably tomorrow, there's another system that is sliding down. It's going to give us our cloud cover, or at least keep it in some areas. This is the system that slides south. So tomorrow morning, there could be some flurries. It's probably far north as maybe northeast Iowa. But you see the cloud cover will be quite extensive in the morning. Not so much as you go further north until clear in areas up there. That slides south, and then obviously our coldest conditions will come as we go into Sunday morning, because there's not much cloud cover at all before we start seeing things change as we get towards Monday, with more winds turning around to the southwest, temperatures rising Sunday night, and then we're going to get back to more seasonal conditions Monday. So it's not a long cold stretch, but it's all because of the Arctic air that's flowing south. This one definitely has a lot of snowpack to work with. If you didn't have the snowpack in the area, that basically air mass would modify a little bit, so it would be cold, but not really that cold. This is going to kind of dig southeast and then push to the east, and look at all the warmer air conditions out to the west, especially towards Wednesday. We really start pulling some more of this mild conditions with that southwest wind as the jet pretty much stays to our north Wednesday. And that looks to be the warmest day, or the potential day maybe to get to 40. We'll have to wait and see on that. But that's what the pattern is next week. Much more milder seasonable conditions and fairly uneventful, but we do have a little bit of a precipitation chance going on next week. But for this weekend, obviously still the dangerous cold, wind chills down to 30 below. The coldest wind chills, as you would expect, are going to be in the morning or at night, not so much during the middle part of the day. That's when you'll probably be in like 10 to 25 below range. We've got cold weather advisories out for basically they put these out if your temperature or wind chills below 30. We're going to see the wind chills, so that's out until Sunday morning. As you look at the wind chills, once again, tomorrow morning, further north you go, that's where you're going to get that 25 to 30, but there will be pockets occasionally. This is kind of just a 3-hour average of what the wind chill will be like. You will see wind chills even lower than this. During the day, as I mentioned, you're going to be kind of in that 10 to about 25 range pretty much all day, so you won't probably see the 30s until we get to Saturday night. And Saturday night, the winds do die off a little bit. But as I mentioned, with clear skies, the temperatures fall off even more. So waking up Sunday morning, the wind chill may be about 4 to 5 degrees less than the actual temperature, but the temperature is going to be fairly cold. So once again, a lot of 20s and potentially 30 below wind chills out there as well. Overnight lows tonight, single digits above or below zero, even teens as you go further north. As I mentioned, the cloud cover down in our south of La Crosse is going to keep our temperatures from going too far below zero. And cloud cover actually increases area-wide tomorrow morning. But we'll see a little bit of sun further north, but it really doesn't make a difference with the temperature. Single digits above or below zero. Sunday night, this is when it's really going to get the cold conditions. And although we have teens up here, I would not be surprised that some of these locations dip even further. It just depends if we have the cloud cover remaining. I don't believe we will. We will probably see some 20 belows at some point in some of these areas. Sunday, we'll have a little bit of high clouds in the afternoon, maybe a degree or two up warmer. I hate to say warmer, but it is going to be a little bit higher than we see on Saturday. Temperatures rise Sunday, and then we get warmer. If you're thinking about records, no, not quite yet. The records go back to -20s back in 1901, 26. So we're not off of that yet. It's going to be cold, but not record cold for Sunday morning. As then we go into next week, we got other things going on. Get there. There's your Monday's highs. Look at those. Mid to upper 20s above 0. And we're going to even climb even further as we go throughout next week with mid to upper 30s by Wednesday. As I said, Wednesday could be the warmest day of the stretch. A little system comes through Wednesday and Thursday. A lot of things to plan out with that one, but that could be more of a wind threat than any type of precipitation with it. And we cool off just a little bit. But overall, 31, 32, that kind of range is where we should be this time of year right now by the time we get to next week. So just got to get through the weekend, and if you like some milder conditions, we got it coming.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, eyes on the Elite Eight. The Badger volleyball team duking it out with Stanford in the regional semis. Plus another busy night of prep action, including a battle of two teams off to good starts on the ice. Jacob is next.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 this Saturday and Sunday. That's a 30-cent fuel saver for every $60 you spend in-store and online. Saturday and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
A grand piano is more than just an instrument. It's a statement of elegance and a source of endless inspiration. Its rich full tone can fill any room with warmth and beauty, and when you invest in a grand piano from Lighthold Music, you're enriching your life and the lives of those around you. Let their expert team guide you through the selection process and fine-tune your life with the perfect grand.
A lifetime of pleasure, satisfaction, and fun.
Everybody has an instrument. Yours is at Lighthold Music.
Lighthold Music.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 this Saturday and Sunday. That's a 30-cent fuel saver for every $60 you spend in-store and online. Saturday and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, we have got a lot of Friday night action starting out on the ice. Two unbeaten teams taking over the Omni Center for a high school hockey showdown. Let's go there. The Onalaska Lacrosse Co-op 2-0 to start the year, hosting Thomas Sparta. First period, Jackson Egan skating up the ice, and you might want to get in front of him because he fires a laser top shelf for the goal. Hilltoppers go up 1. Second period, Titans fighting back. Ryan Gilbertson finds Elaine and finds the net as well. We are all tied at 1, but Onalaska would answer on a power play. Grayson Andel feeds it in front of the net, and it's Egan with the finish, his second of the night as the Hilltoppers go on to win 6-2. All right, next let's hit the hardwood. Three Rivers clash between La Crescent Hoka and Rushford Peterson. Early in this one, Nadia Happel with the skilled finish with the left for the and-1. Trojans with a considerable lead, but here come the Lancers, and here comes Ireland Johnson taking it coast to coast, going glass for the deuce. Then a little later, Cammie Esser finds space to put up a shot among the trees, and it'll go down. Home side down just 5, but the visitors would get back to business, and Rush Pete goes on to pick up the win, 76-42 over La Crescent Hoka. Over to Whitehall, the Norse hosting Augusta tonight. Both teams coming in on winning streaks, and Owen Lee shot out of a cannon in this one, gets the steal, brings it all the way home to the rim, plus the foul for the first points in the contest. But the home team came to play. William Youngbauer finding Bo Killian on the low block for the easy two. Then Youngbauer gets a steal of his own, advancing it up to Aiden Evans, and he would finish the job at the rim. Later, Whitehall would expand their range outside with both Caden Platter and Youngbauer connecting from distance as Whitehall keeps up the winning streak alive as they win 67-43. Elsewhere, Aquinas opens up league play with a dominating showing against Sparta in boys action. Number 5, also Division 5, Kickapoo keeps things rolling with a 12-point road win over Seneca. On the girls' side, Central puts on a show at Holman with an impressive victory there, and Onalaska scores a victory over 5th-ranked Blair Taylor in dominating fashion. Well, after a couple sweeps at the Fieldhouse in the first 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament just a week ago, the Badgers were down in the Lone Star State for a matchup with a team that's historically had their number with a spot in the Elite 8 on the line. Badgers looking for their first win over Stanford in program history. How about this? Sisters Lizzie and Alicia Andrew going head-to-head. All right, early first set, Badgers extending their lead to 3 thanks to the wind-up and put down courtesy of Carter Booth in the middle. Then later in the opening game, one of Wisconsin's stars, Charlie Furbringer, catches the defense sleeping with the dump. Wisconsin wins the first set 25-17. Cardinal would rally, take the second one, but in the third, a big play here. Libero Kristen Simon draws the Badgers even with a pass that turns into a point. Bucky takes the third, then on match point after a long back-and-forth rally coming up here, Grace Egan puts the finishing touches on this one as the block lands out of play, and Wisconsin will take on Texas in the regional final as they defeat Stanford for the first time in program history in 4 sets.
We continue to play point by point, and that is so important when you're playing an elite team, is flushing what just happened, be where your feet are. And I thought we did a really good job with that.
I played my postseason in the Fieldhouse, and I knew that's the environment I wanted to play in. I want to get in these big games and be competitive and play with a group of girls that want to win, that need to win. And I think our team is doing just that. I think we're gelling at the right time, and we're gaining so much momentum, and there's so much trust. And this team is just really, really good.
That they are. Now they'll take on another fantastic team on Sunday, Texas, for a spot in the Final Four. And to check in on the Timberwolves, they trail the Warriors at halftime. Minnesota looking for 6 wins in their last 7 games. Julius Randle with 19 at the break, Naz Reid with 14, and Steph Curry with 16, right, guys?
6-7.
Friday night's feeling a little fun. But any big plans for watching sports this weekend? I know the Packers on Sunday. We're not going to the game, obviously. It's too far away, but it's going to be nice and cozy in our homes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think we're going to be ordering some kind of delivery for the game on Sunday. Just hunker in with some sweatshirts, blankets, and hopefully a Packers victory.
Too cold outside. Hopefully the Packers get
What time is it at?
3:25. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Should be a good one.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jacob.
All right, more news right after this.
More joy, more style, and more savings. That's what you'll find at King Furniture this holiday season. With our incredible stock of inventory, you can always find whatever you need ready for free delivery. And if it's a custom look you want, we have you covered. Shop our selection of England sofas and sectionals and choose from thousands of fabrics and leathers. Plus, when you trade in your old furniture, get a discount on new. And we'll haul away the old for free. There's no better time to shop at King Furniture.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColby's.com or pick them up at Sue Colby's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Plains Farm and Fleet's Christmas sale is going on now, and that means unbeatable value on unique gifts and festive favorites to celebrate the season your way. Like up to $100 in holiday rebates when you spend up to $500 on Ariat footwear, apparel, and accessories. This Milwaukee bit set just $24.99. All Christmas candy is 20% off. Plus, now through Saturday, Rewards members get a free $10 gift card for every $100 spent. Wrap up your holiday shopping for less. Only at Plains Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Stop into Pischke Motors to get your new Ram now. Get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty on all new 2026 Ram trucks. This offer will end December 31st, so stop in now. And during the Wrap Up the Year sales event, get 0% financing for 60 months on all new 2026 Bighorn and Laramie Ram 1500s. Or save over $10,000 off MSRP on select inventory. Hurry in because this offer ends December 31st. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Now for a story that proves courage comes in all sizes and shapes.
Tina Kraus shows us how a dog who survived his own trauma is helping wounded soldiers overseas recover from theirs.
Laver the Labrador lost his front legs in a train accident and now walks with prosthetic paws. A story of survival and resilience that every soldier in this rehab center in Ukraine can relate to. He says the dog can walk now and I want to as well. Soon I'll be able to. Bioengineers created bone-integrated titanium implants for Laver, the same technology being used for wounded Ukrainian troops. His owner says Laver has accepted the prosthetics. He doesn't chew them, he licks them, treating them like his own paws. Soldiers say having Laver around strengthens their hearts, too. He says you feel a sense of emotional relief seeing a dog here on prosthetics, just like us. Laver's paws may be artificial, but troops say the hope he gives them is very real. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
I can't think of a better way to get them inspired.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just a wonderful story.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Awesome. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Happy holidays from News 8 Now.
What if buying a car felt easy? At Maury's Auto Group, it does. With Maury's Best Price First, there's no haggling, no hassle, just upfront, honest pricing. And with Maury's team, you get guidance, not pressure. You always get more with Maury's. More help, more clarity, and more value. Visit any Maury's Auto Group dealership now through December 13th and get an instant $500 trade-in bonus on your new car purchase during our Joy of Savings event. Or go to Maury'sAuto.com and get more with Maury's.
Ava, let's go.
Try it on.
Shortest distance between two people is a smile. That's why we're committed to fighting hunger in our communities until everyone has a reason to smile. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Your local Culligan expert helps you take control of your home's water with the world's most efficient softeners and drinking water systems. Culligan also gives you more control of your wallet with a variety of payment options. For better water and finances that fit, contact your local Culligan expert today.
Beef dreams to be slow roasted by Arby's, tossed in hickory barbecue sauce, and sold 2 for $6. Who are you to deny dreams? Arby's, we have the meat.
There's your temperature and wind chill forecasts for both locations all the way through tomorrow afternoon. You can see barely getting above 0 here. Eau Claire, you're going to stay below. Wind chills 25 to 30 in the morning. Probably in the afternoon to be more into that 15 to maybe 25 range. Overall, the coldest day of the year so far likely, or at least the season's going to be Sunday, where we're going to see some teens and 20s below. But if you want to change, it comes Sunday night. The winds turn around. We start climbing up Sunday night. So when you wake up, you'll be in the teens and then maybe 30. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, mid to upper 30s with maybe some rain chances coming Wednesday night. So definitely more mild conditions, or seasonable, I should say, going into next week.
Yeah. All right. So layer up this weekend.
Yeah.
Never looked so forward to 38 in my life.
I know. It's like a big warm up. All right. That does it for us at 10.
Have a great weekend.